As you know, Ivan Gazidis is not gonna renew his contract with AC Milan. But let me tell you, as a Milan fan, he literally took a team of scappati di casa, as we say in Italy, to a respectable team. Not yet glorious, but at least respectable. With the help of the Gazzetta dello Sport, which is a famous Italian newspaper, we can see a little bit what Ivan did. Of course, you can imagine that they put it only at page 23 before, Milan problems with this season, where the money goes and blah blah blah, because as you know, fear sells more than recognition. Welcome to 2022. So there you go, let's have a look a little bit of what Ivan did in the 4th season with Milan. As you can see, he started in Milan in 2018-2019 from December. You see the ownership is Elliot, Presidente, it's Paolo Scaroni, still today is Paolo Scaroni, AD, which is Amministratore Delegato in Italian, but SEO in English is much easier. At the time we had also Rino Gattuso on the bench, 70 million buying Piontek and Lucas Paqueta. Both results was alright, beside the beginning that people were comparing Piontek to Shevchenko and Paqueta to Kaká. But beside the look, nothing else was equal to legend of the game. Milan eventually finished that season at position number 5 with 68 points, and eventually they qualified for the Europa League. The year after, we had a problem because we had something like 200 millions of debit. So Ivan Gazidis and Zvonimir Boban worked out something with the UEFA. To adjust a little bit the debit, what we can do, we are not going to participate to the European Cup for 1 year, so we can kind of balance it back a little bit. But we started with Giampaolo, which is in Italy is thought to be the maestro, which is the teacher of football in Italy. After 8 matches, he was fired. We got Pioli in, but wasn't that easy, the transition, because Milan fans, they were not happy with Pioli. They wanted, we have a new company, new property, new SEO, we want to have a big name. And Pioli definitely wasn't there. People were not excited about Pioli. I don't know how to tell you, but we were not excited, definitely. Eventually, in January or December, I don't recall which month, we had probably the worst defeat in the recent year of AC Milan, 5-0 in Bergamo against Atalanta, one of the worst matches ever. During that winter we got Kier in, we got Ibrahimovic, and then for 3 months the Campionato was completely over, and when we came back the Milan players were just better. We were just topping, we were playing without any pressure. We were a very young team. We were just playing football, playing football. And eventually we arrived 6th with a total of 66 points. But something new was in Milan, this energy of young players. Eventually in the season 2020-2021, Milan decided to buy Sandro Tonali, hopefully future legend and flag of this Milan. In January also we purchased Tomori. But the first part of the season was incredible because we were first, and we finished the first half of the Campionato as a team leader for the first time in 11 years in Champions League in Bergamo. So we closed the first circle. We lost a lot in Bergamo, but in 2021 we won a lot in Bergamo because we were officially in Champions League. Wow. The year after we got Maignan that substitute the best goalkeeper of the European Championship, which is Gianluigi Donnarumma. We knew that year was special. Last year we believed in our dream. And with Pioli, Frederic Massara, Paolo Maldini, CEO Ivan Gazidis, President Paolo Scaroni, and the property of Elliot, Milan was brought back to the top of the Serie A after 38 games, winning the Scudetto, the legendary Scudetto number 19, qualified in Champions League. It's back. It's literally, we are back. And as a good legendary club, AC Milan, after winning the Scudetto, now the attention shift to where we belong, to the European Cup. And last year our journey was terrible because we finished in the group of death with Liverpool, Atletico de Madrid and Porto. Despite a lot of doubts on ref's decision, we still had them this year against Chelsea, dear blue friends. Milan was able to qualify to the last 16th of Champions League. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Another circle. Another circle. Back in 2011, the last match of Milan just won the Scudetto, and then 2011 start the banter area. Terrible time for us Milanistas. But guess what? Who we gonna face in the last 16th of Champions League? Tottenham. Besides that, Ivan not only made partnership with a lot of big brands bringing new money into AC Milan, but also he enriched the brand, making Milan the fastest growing in the world of football. The balance from 2019-2020 was something like 194.6 million of debt. Last year was 96 million of debt, and this year is only 66. Ivan, thank you so much for all your job. Unfortunately, he's been diagnosed also with a tumor to the throat. Hopefully gonna have the safest operation and safe recovery. We love you in Milan. All the Rossoneri knows exactly what you did. You took a team of, as I said in the beginning, scappati di casa, that people, even their mother didn't want to have them at home anymore, how terrible they were at football. And you, with Maldini, Pioli, Massara and your team did an incredible job. So in the name of every single Milanistas, thank you Ivan. See you in the next video.